man discovered a golden necklace in the river, preparing to reach for it. But just as his hand touched the water's surface, an invisible force pulled him in, making him disappear instantly. Mike found himself transported to ancient times. After entering a castle and looking at everything around him, he thought they were filming a TV show. Just then, he spotted a beautiful woman in the crowd and decided to approach her. She told him she was one of the king's servants. As they were chatting, the king's guards approached and grabbed the woman from behind. Mike couldn't tolerate their provocation. Facing his insolence, the mustached guard drew his sword, threatening to cut out Mike's tongue. Mike still thought they were acting and didn't take it seriously. At that moment, the king's subordinate summoned him to the castle. It turned out the king had mistaken him for a messenger from Normandy. The king asked when the duke would come to propose marriage. Still thinking everyone was acting, Mike randomly stated a date. Surprisingly, the king believed what he said and ordered his men to take him to rest. As soon as they left, Mike needed to use the bathroom. The guard didn't understand what a restroom was until Mike pointed it out. Upon entering, Mike nearly threw up. Mike remarked that the toilet at his home was cleaner than this. Just then, a group of people hurriedly passed by them. The short man told him they were about to execute a rebel, and he didn't want to miss this exciting performance. Soon, the rebel was brought to the execution grounds. Before dying, he shouted loudly,
Queen! Power to the people!
Causing everyone to turn their attention to Mike. Embarrassed, Mike claimed he didn't mean to interrupt their filming. To his shock, the severed head rolled from the platform right to his feet.
How do they make it look so real? Oh, because it is real.
When he regained consciousness, he learned from the woman that the year was 1328. He realized he had traveled back in time from 2022. His only thought now was to leave this place quickly. Unexpectedly, the woman stopped him because the medallion he picked up from the river was identical to hers. She mistakenly believed he was a member of the rebel forces. The purpose of wearing such a medallion was singular: to overthrow the current king's rule. Then she showed him what happened to captured rebels. Seeing this, he became even more desperate to return home. Just then, the king invited him to go horseback riding. He had no choice but to accept the invitation. Having never ridden a horse before, he didn't know what to do. He told the king he was not only a messenger but also a talented equestrian. The king was skeptical, so Mike reluctantly got on the horse to demonstrate. As soon as he mounted it, the horse went wild.